Hello everybody, welcome in. Okay, if you are new here, my name is Kinny. I am a professional psychic medium, tarot reader, singer, songwriter, professional witch, and practitioner. Today I'm going to be your tarot reader, okay, and also a little bit of your astrologer today. Okay, we're going to be talking about eclipse season, okay, the last eclipse season of 2025, okay, which is going to be happening on between September 7th, 2025, okay, into September 21st, 2025, okay? And those eclipses are going to be in Pisces and Virgo respectively, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into that. Hey, welcome in, honey. We're going to go ahead and get into that. If you are here on the YouTube, thank you for giving me a thumbs up. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button, leaving comments, okay? And hitting the notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I post new videos. I have a bunch of new videos on the page if you're watching this whenever I'm on TikTok. I'm live right now. I definitely just posted the next 3 months ahead reading. I posted next major changes reading. I posted the full moon Aquarius Leo season, who's jealous of you and why, okay? There's lots of big messages up there, okay? As well as other channel songs, channel messages, things like that. Yeah. Also, if anybody's interested in getting a personal reading done here on live today, okay, readings are $20. My list is open, okay? So y'all just go ahead and let me know. That'll be done at the end of these readings, all right? If you're here on TikTok, thank y'all for tapping the screen and showing support. So, eclipses, okay? Major lunations, all right? Essentially has to do with the sun and the moon, either coming together, okay, or creating shadows off of one another, okay, in one way or another. But has to do with the sun and has to do with the moon. The eclipses are always attached to full moons and new moons, okay? So lunar eclipses, hi Liz, lunar eclipses are going to be full moons always, okay? And solar eclipses are going to be new moons always, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So let's see. Interesting. So we're having these eclipses in Pisces and Virgo, okay? The Pisces and Virgo axis has a lot to do with the spirit versus the body, okay? So it's your spiritual life, your spiritual routines versus your earthly routines, okay? Spiritual health versus physical health, okay? So themes that the collective can expect, I'm gonna pull a collective card as well. Themes the collective can expect in this situation, in this eclipse cycle, okay? Have a lot to do with like your psychic gifts, your psychic abilities, okay, when it comes down to that first eclipse, a lunar eclipse in Pisces. Your psychic gifts, your psychic abilities, it also has to do with like hidden enemies, secrets, okay, things unknown, spiritual knowledge, your subconscious, okay, herbalism, all right, the like spirituality, religion, religious beliefs, okay, maturity, things of that nature, okay? But it can also deal with like fogginess and illusion, okay? Being delusional, all right? And then we have the Virgo solar eclipse that's going to be happening on the 21st of September. And that is going to have a lot to do with like your physical health, okay? Your daily routines, your workout routine, your diet, okay? It has to do with your body, okay? The health of others has to do with doctors, appointments, doctors' offices, organization, cleansing, clearing, okay? Appointment, scheduling, things like that, okay? So these are really karmic points and they attach to the north and south node, okay? So look into that, okay? Look into your chart, look into a transit chart, see where these eclipses are going to be happening. The reason I'm doing this so early is because we're already feeling it. We're less than a month away from the Pisces eclipse, okay? And we're almost less than a month away from the Virgo eclipse, all right? So we're feeling it. With that being said, this is a large transformation going on, okay? This is something, we haven't had an eclipse like this in the last like 18 years, okay? So it's an 18-year cycle that we're on right now for all of this. So think back to 2006, 2007, and some of those changes could definitely be happening now, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Collective. Lots of major changes having to do with your spiritual routine and your physical routine, okay? Yep. For some of us, we were so young that, you know, you're not fully thinking of it, but yeah. Because in 2007, I was 8 years old. So, those things, you come back up. Even the stuff that you were interested in at that moment in time. So let's see what's going on. What can a collective expect during this season? We're going to get more detailed readings, okay, as the season gets closer. But this one is like a general, like, you know, brace yourself kind of situation. It doesn't have to be bad, but, you know, it is a karmic fast forward, a karmic pause, or a karmic rewind, okay? Major changes, all right? Also be careful with what type of magic you're throwing into the air, if you're throwing in magic in the air at all this time, okay? So collective, tapping in, Mother Moon and Mr. Sun. What can the collective expect from this eclipse season? Oh, okay. So we have show the world the real you, okay? Full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you, okay? So take this extra if you have Aquarius placements, especially if you have a moon in Aquarius, okay? But I definitely feel as though this eclipse collectively is going to change the way that we put ourselves out there, okay? It's gonna have a lot to do with like how you dress, how you look, the things that you wear, you know what I'm saying? The stances that you take on things, all that could be very, very significant, okay? The letter D could also be significant, all right? Dominique Morgan could be significant, all right? I definitely feel as though we'll show the world the real you. There could be a large... people just being honest. People could be coming out, okay? People could be embracing new identities. People could be embracing new sexualities, okay? New religion, whatever the case may be. But I definitely feel like these are people collectively, we're going to be feeling like a need for us to like be ourselves, okay? This could also have a lot to do with like releasing old friends, okay? Releasing friends, releasing people, organizations, schools, communities, churches, okay? Places where people like, you know, meet or gather or talk. You can even have to do with like social media, heavy on the social media. There's going to be lots of changes, okay? There might be lots of people exposed on social media, okay? Celebrity-wise or interpersonally, whatever the case may be, politically. But show the world the real you. I definitely feel as though people's true humanitarian values are going to be exposed or lack thereof. I do believe that there's going to be lots of changes in regards to social media and how we interact with social media and technology. That gives me AI. And literally there might be some sort of like big thing that's exposed, okay? Auntie's Living Room, new miniseries, from manipulation to discernment, okay? So Auntie's Living Room could be significant. That's her Patreon. From manipulation to discernment, okay? So I would show the world the real you. There could definitely be like a collective of people or some folks who are manipulating their identity, okay, in order to like gain like votes or in order to gain like favor, like whatever the case may be, okay? Full moon in Aquarius, okay? Full moon in Aquarius. All right, some of y'all could also be releasing an Aquarius, releasing a friendship, okay? This could also have to do with like, y'all could have some beef with your siblings, okay? Or siblings could be very, very significant during this eclipse season as a whole. Now, mind you, this is talking about like both eclipses together, okay? So when it comes down to it, this card brings the message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Okay, so collectively, this Pisces-Virgo eclipse season is going to really like remove y'all from shit and people that y'all don't need to be around. Okay, you're going to detach from like being super involved in like the wrong shit. Some of y'all are like endorsing like the wrong things, the wrong people, or collectively. The name Nikki could be significant. Okay, the name Nakaya could be significant. The letter Z could be significant. Okay. That gives me Sequoia. It also gives me Zipporah. I believe Zipporah is also a character in the Bible. Okay, so someone might be keeping you at an arm's length during eclipse season, but it's no bad thing, okay? So yeah, you also may be taking distance, detaching from people. That's that Virgo energy, okay? Y'all could definitely be detaching from people, minding your own business, okay? Y'all could also be getting deep into a workout routine. It's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress during eclipse season, okay? It's above you, even if change seems like a frightening prospect. So yeah, y'all are going to notice like, what the hell is going on, okay? But if you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, okay, this eclipse season and this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what make you special. So yeah, some of y'all could definitely be more open with that Pisces eclipse as well. Some of y'all are going to be more open with like being yourself, with like saying that you're a reader, that you're a psychic, or that you are, I don't know, just doing something outside of like the normal for whatever your life or your culture has to deal with, okay? Yeah. In a relationship, okay, are you being too aloof or too detached? There could also definitely be some like separations. There could definitely be like some breakups, separations, people finding out like truth, okay? This could be gossip. This could be messiness, okay? But yes, it could be breakups, divorces, all right? That could definitely be a thing. Okay, go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. Yeah, so collective, take this extra if you have Aquarius placements or Cancer placements. Or Leo placements, okay? The name Catracho could be significant. The name Mikey could be significant. The name White could be significant. The name Key or Keys could be significant, like Marquise, okay? Or like even like a Marquis, okay? It also gives me Sasha Keeble, who is a Pisces, okay? It gives me Hold Up, the song Hold Up by Sasha Keeble. So yeah, there could definitely be like a whole bunch of people being exposed, okay? Like infidelity, okay? Confirmation on that. Infidelity and some other bullshit could be significant, okay? Okay? So June 9th could be significant through June 11th could be significant as well. 1996, 1969, and 1961. Okay. Yeah, someone could also be 6'1", okay. 6'11" could be significant. Also getting the song 6 Foot, 7 Foot by Lil Wayne, Libra energy. Okay, so go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. That also gives me free yourself. Okay, I was singing a song the other night. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead to someone else. Time and time again, I've tried. Time and time again, I'm trying over and over. But the love I had inside has died. Whoa, yeah. Won't you be a man if it's over? But that's just a Cancer, okay? So take this extra Aquarius, Cancer, Leo placements, okay? But collectively, y'all, a lot of y'all may end up like setting boundaries. Thank you. A lot of y'all may end up like setting boundaries with people, detaching yourself from certain friendships, groups, whatever the case may be, okay? And this is you like no longer keeping up a certain facade with like family members, with people around you, okay? This is you being who the fuck you want to be, okay? So be aware of your feelings during this eclipse season, but also be prepared to move on, okay? So some of y'all may end up with your feelings hurt, okay? People may be detaching from you could be detaching from people, but it's there for a reason, okay? So that is why I brought these. Okay, so collectively, don't lose the beauty and romance of life. Hi, Mika. Do not lose the beauty and romance of life, okay? So yeah, you may feel as though you're being so-called, like your cutoff game may be real strong during eclipse season, okay, collective? But you're too much in your head. Get into your heart, all right? So this is you recognizing that you've been performing for other people and not being yourself, okay? And this is the idea of you've been logicalizing something when you need to trust your intuition, okay? This could also be a time for you to be around for like friends. Your friends could definitely be very, very important here, okay? A friend may need you, okay? And you may need to be there for them, or you may end up helping somebody, okay? And a situation is going to take a very unexpected turn, okay? Because Aquarius is literally about surprises, but eclipse season is about surprises anyway, okay? So I strongly feel like there's about to be a bunch of like, you're going to be like, what the hell is going on? Okay, but the teaching, every full moon is a time to release and let go, okay? So take this extra, y'all. The Pisces eclipse is really going to like hit. The Pisces eclipse is really the heavy swinger here is what I'm getting. Okay, the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces on September 7th, all right? Every full moon is a time to release and let go, but the addition of Aquarian energy, at least for this collective, the Pisces one is hidden, but the addition of Aquarian energy to the mix triples that message. Aquarius is the opposite of clingy, okay? And pulling it also gives me the artist Chingy, okay? I like the way you do it right there, on your, okay? That could be significant. There's definitely some beef here. Y'all gonna be falling out with somebody, okay? Aquarius is the opposite, because that was a diss to Nelly, okay? Aquarius is the opposite of clingy, and pulling this card at any time suggests either you need to let go or someone else is thinking they're the ones who need to let go, perhaps of you. So you're going to be leaving somebody the fuck alone, or somebody going to be feeling like they need to leave you the fuck alone, okay, during eclipse season. What needs to go this eclipse season, okay? What is the right thing to do? Whatever happens next could be highly unconventional or unexpected, okay? So there's something that y'all don't expect. I might need to go ahead and do a what y'all don't expect. Okay, unexpected changes. Go ahead. Okay, what you don't see coming. Okay. Wrote down that content. So yeah, all in all, y'all, you're going to be dressing differently, being yourself. People gonna be coming out. You could be falling out with people, unfollowing folks, blocking folks. Big ass scandal about to come out. Scandal, the TV show, could be significant. Some sort of big ass scandal politically or celebrity wise. Okay, watch. That's what I'm getting. Okay. That's what I'm getting. Also, collectively, y'all can end up with like luck. Okay, collectively, things may feel very serendipitous. Okay, very just like lucky. Okay, collectively. There also may be lots of like trips, travel. Okay, or just like big changes like that. Okay, doing some shit you ain't never did before. Okay, so we're about to go ahead and get into the elements, okay? I'm going to put one card for each of the elements, all right? If you haven't already, go ahead and check me out on the tube, the YOUTUBE, okay? That's at tarotteawkinny, same as it is on here, okay? Just yesterday or earlier today, I just posted the next 3 months ahead reading, okay? That is up, okay? Also, go ahead and check out my Who's Jealous of You and Why. Ooh, confirmation. Oh, Who's Jealous of You and Why? Okay, the name Henry could be significant. Okay, the name Aaliyah. Okay, also the name Mejia could be significant. Okay, the name Deontay could be significant. Okay, the brand Kiehl's could be significant. Also gives me Keely Williams. Okay, Cheetah Girls. Okay, Leo energy. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So when it comes down, okay, to the Pisces and Virgo eclipses, we'll go ahead and still start with fire signs. Okay, so fire signs. We'll go ahead and start with fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, when it comes down to the Pisces, Virgo, heavy on the Sagittarius, y'all. When it comes down to the Pisces and Virgo eclipse season, okay, the whole season, we're going to get more specific readings as we get closer to the season. But when it comes down to the Pisces, Virgo eclipse season as a whole, okay, Aries, Leo, Sag, emphasis on the Sag. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, here we go. All right, so fire signs, okay, y'all got a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. Okay, so full moon in Libra, a win-win outcome is forecast. I'm also going to say that the full moon, the Pisces eclipse, once again, kind of similar to the collective. Okay, y'all may want to go back and watch the collective if you haven't. Okay, but I'm letting y'all know that that Pisces one, that Pisces eclipse on September 7th is the one that's hidden fire signs. Okay, especially Sag, but Sag, and also we'll say especially Aries, heavy on the Sag, but then after that Aries. Okay, so a win-win outcome is forecast. I definitely feel like this eclipse season is going to literally put y'all forward. Okay, this also has to do with like the scales of justice balance. Y'all could be dealing with like legality, okay, court documents and things like that. All right, so you may not end up like winning in the way that you thought that you would, but things are like fair and things are balanced. Okay, full moon in Libra, we're back to that. You may be falling out, breaking up with somebody. Okay, like you may end up like divorcing or like breaking up, or you might hear about divorces and breakups and shit like that. Okay, like splitting stuff up. All right, but a win-win outcome is forecast. This is kind of just like, this can also do like court battles, like custody battles and things of that nature. Okay, things coming out very like fair. Okay, soybeans could be significant. The name Ross could be significant. Okay, there could also be somebody being canceled. Okay, someone who could be canceled, you or somebody else. Okay, with a win-win outcome is forecast. I definitely feel like this is justice. Okay, but full moon in Libra, there could definitely be some injustice that's exposed, but it's going to be handled. Okay, so y'all could definitely be releasing like toxic relationships. Okay, toxic people, negativity, whatever the case may be. Yeah. Y'all could also be like getting rid of like a certain style. That could also be very, very significant. Okay, like a stylist. Okay. Also things going on with y'all's skin could be very, very significant. Nothing crazy, but like acne or like random bumps and shit like that. Okay, that could be very, very significant here. All right. I also feel as though y'all are going through like a big heart chakra opening. Okay. So for fire signs, the full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership. Okay, you can also recognize you and somebody are very, very opposite, okay, during this eclipse season. The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else, okay? So, yeah. Y'all could be falling in love. Okay, y'all could be falling out of love. Okay, recognize you don't really relate to somebody like that. Okay, you could be dissolving partnerships. Okay, since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, the song Climax by Usher, who's a Libra, could be significant. Okay, divorces, y'all. Okay, since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. So yeah, this could be ending one relationship and starting something new. Okay, or a business partnership or a friendship, whatever the case may be, but especially romantically. All right. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason and sometimes just for a season. And so we're talking about eclipse season as well. And during eclipse season, you're going to recognize that somebody has served their purpose, or like you served your purpose. Okay. If a relationship is ending during this eclipse season, it's doing so at the right time. So try not to fight it. This is karmic. Okay. It's above you. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. Okay. We talked about that, like business contracts. This could be like leasing. Okay. Shit like that. Rentals. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. Okay. So yeah, you might get a reality check, an ego check. Okay. And recognize that like maybe you were not like meeting someone's needs, or they weren't meeting yours. Okay. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. So for everybody, it's not going to be a win-win outcome, but if you are willing to like be for real and like be honest, okay, and let justice prevail, then it's possible that like you may not go like down for something. Okay. So doing so might be the answer to your question. Okay. So during the this eclipse season, y'all, let go of that which is falling away. Okay, so y'all are going to experience a lot of release. This is going to be a very releasing ass time collectively, but yeah, lots of like things with your communication and like words, thinking, documents. Okay, this could literally be a person, a relationship, a lease. Okay, legality shit. Okay, okay. See the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. Okay. So yeah, during eclipse season, you have to be honest. If you're not actually like seeing somebody, you may feel like you and your partner are like estranged, or like shit isn't working the way it should. Okay. You need to look after yourself. Okay. Take care of your physical body, but do not be vain, fire signs. Okay. Y'all might be getting a little vain. You might be caring about the wrong shit. Okay. So be very, very careful with that. All right. The full moon Libra, you may be like releasing vanity, releasing like being like selfish. Okay. Or like releasing just, you know, you care way too much about the way things look. You might be recognizing that. All right. Yeah. So no matter when you pull the full moon and Libra card, it encourages you to find a balance between your desires and those of the people around you. Okay. So yeah, you might be selfish, hun. Okay. Or someone else around you is selfish. Okay. But this eclipse season is going to show you that balance is a very Libran energy, and the full moon brings things to a peak. Okay. So it's going to show you where you're out of balance. Okay. Dramas and upsets bring partnerships to the fore. So yeah, it's going to be messy. Hi, it's going to be, hey twin, it's going to be messy, okay, possibly when it comes down to fire signs during this eclipse season. Drama, upset, people falling out, breakups, shit like that, okay, in order for you to address what's really meant for you and what's not. So Libra energy also brings love energy. Negotiations are easier. So some of y'all are literally going to like court separations, okay, but this is the idea of you thinking about love, okay. Y'all could be falling in love or recognizing that you are falling out of love with somebody during this eclipse season, okay. So yeah, one card of advice for eclipse season for fire signs before I move forward to earth signs. Okay, thank y'all for tapping the script. Ooh. My advice, okay, to fire signs, celebration. Take time out to celebrate during eclipse season. Okay, it's got to do with a birthday party. Okay, take time out to celebrate. All right, number 27 could be significant. All right, yeah, and also the 27th of this month. All right, number 27 could be significant. All right, yeah, and also the 27th of this month. My bad. Let me know y'all can hear me again. Okay, let me know you can hear me again. Rejoicing could be significant. Okay, some of y'all phone calls could be significant. Your advice is to check your phone. Okay, so we have 26. You need to take a step back during eclipse season. Okay, you have learned how to make the most out of life. Okay, you have learned how to make the most out. 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, y'all, there might be a lot that's going on because a lot just happened just now as soon as I like got to the advice. Okay, so my advice is to stay focused. Okay, stay very, very focused and listen with spirit. Okay, stay connected in your routine. The name BB could be significant. Also gives me BB and CC off of the Proud family. But you have learned to make the most out of life. Okay, so this is y'all. Try not to make the worst out of life. Try not to be like heavy. Okay, because right now, like during eclipse season, y'all could definitely be trying to like struggle a little bit when it comes down to making the most out of what's happening. Try not to see like the things that are changing and like falling out of your life as a bad thing. Okay, yeah. So earth signs, before we get into earth signs, thank y'all so much for tapping the screen or hitting a thumbs up, okay, if you're watching on the YouTube. Right now we're doing these collective messages, okay, well, elemental messages about eclipse season, okay, that's coming up. If anyone's interested in getting a personal reading done here on live, they'll be done towards the end. Readings are $20. Let me know. So, excuse me. Earth signs, okay? Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, heavy on the Virgo. Really, all of the earth signs, but heavy on the Virgo. But then after that, I would say heavy on Taurus. But absolute heavy on the Virgo. Okay, this is, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so how is eclipse season affecting earth signs? Okay, so y'all got mutable moon, okay? So nothing is yet set in stone. And I say emphasis on the Virgo, okay? That Virgo is mutable earth, okay? So definitely eclipse season could be affecting you if you have Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, or Pisces placements. Okay, you could definitely have Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, or Sag placements. Please take this extra, okay, earth signs. But this is going to be a very changeable ass time, okay? It's a lot going on. You may feel a little unsteady, a little uneasy. I'm hearing the song Rock Steady by Aretha Franklin, okay? Aries energy, okay, and Taurus energy. But nothing is yet set in stone during this eclipse season, all right? So there might be something that you thought was finished and you thought that it was done. Hi, honey. You may feel like you may have thought that something was done and that it was finished, but it's not, okay? So this kind of gives like, also y'all might be traveling. The waves of change could be significant. Traveling, okay? Cruise ships, okay? That gives Pisces eclipse. But the whole eclipse season, for y'all, it's not necessarily one or the other as much as it is like, but actually, I'm going to say that, well, obviously the Virgo one, you know what I'm saying? But this eclipse season collectively is very heavy for the earth signs, but especially the Virgo one, okay? The name Jalen could be significant, okay? And it says, what the fuck? So I definitely feel as though y'all may feel like, what the fuck is going on? I said that for the collective as well, okay? So nothing is yet set in stone, all right? Something that you thought had like a ruling or a decision or was already decided may come back around in order for you to like, you know, make a decision on it, okay? So just watch out, okay? But y'all gonna be changing. Okay, y'all gonna be rounding up a cycle. Okay, so this is y'all closing something up. Okay, but mutable is all about change. Okay, shape shifting, even that something is still developing. Okay, so during this eclipse season for earth signs, okay, there's going to be hella changes. Okay, you're going to be transforming who you are. Your situation could be transforming. Okay, you could be developing. Some of y'all may also be finding out that someone is pregnant. Okay, or you could be pregnant right now. This card indicates that something is indeed changing during this eclipse season and there's room for maneuver. Okay, so yeah, you're not stuck. Okay, you thought you were stuck, but you're not. So take it as a sign from the situation you're asking about. Okay, so take it as a sign from eclipse season. Okay, that things are far from finalized. Okay, whatever you're struggling about is not the end. Okay, rent could be significant. Okay, it's got to do like a car notes. Okay, car policies. Uber could be significant, or Uber Eats could be significant. Okay, if you're not happy with the current state of play, that's marvelous. It means that you can still change the course of the outcome. So if something didn't happen the way that y'all wanted it to, okay, in these last 6 months, okay, even some shit from like 18 years ago, okay, since we're in these cycles, okay, if you are old enough to have experienced all that shit 18 years ago, something is starting to work out now. Okay, so you still have time. Okay, however, there is also a sense that the situation could perhaps be a little bit unstable. Okay, so yeah, Spirit's going to be honest with you. Okay, eclipse season is going to show you that like something is, you have to kind of like, you can go back to the drawing board, and maybe you should go back to the drawing board. Okay, for some, this is great news because you can still influence it. Okay, so yeah, also y'all, you're going to be feeling like the effects of past magic, okay, happening. But others will struggle with the uncertainty, but should stay with it a little longer. Either way, nothing is set in stone yet. Okay, so there's the idea of something not being finalized. You can still change something. Okay, but this may also be the idea of like, even if you might feel like scared about how something's going to turn out, stay the course. Okay, so I know that the best will unfold for me. Okay, so when it comes down to eclipse season, okay, know that the best will unfold for you. What's that?
Your Dr. Pepper.
Ooh. Can you put the straw in it for me?
Mm-hmm. You want some coffee?
Dr. Pepper.
Well, never mind. You don't get the jitters.
Oh, yeah. Also, y'all, be careful, earth signs, with how much caffeine that you are consuming during eclipse season. Okay, Dr. Pepper could be significant. Caffeinated sodas, okay. Coffee in general could be significant. Thank you. Mm. Mm-hmm. Also, y'all, QT could be significant. Gas stations could be significant. Okay. Can you turn the light on for me, babe? Also, y'all may be getting like, y'all might be getting like real good ideas. Okay. That could be very, very significant for y'all as well. All right. Support from your partner could be very, very significant, or things changing in a relationship. Okay. It's also have to do with like a move, a long distance move, or just like some sort of move. Okay. Traveling as well. So know that the best will unfold for you. All right. Know that the best will unfold for you. All right. So let's see. Okay. Number 2, staying adaptable is the key to success for you now. Okay. So be open to change. Be ready to move. Some of y'all are literally moving. Okay. Stay adaptable, stay changeable, stay mutable. Okay. And that is going to be how you get to success. Okay. Stay with it, whatever it means to you. Okay. So during eclipse season, y'all are going to want to like jump ship on something. Okay. But stay the course. Okay. Whatever it is, you're kind of scared that something's not going to like work out. All right. But in astrology, there are 3 so-called quadruplicities, okay? Cardinal, fixed, and mutable. You could also be getting deeper into astrology when it comes down to the eclipse season. That's that Pisces eclipse doing that, okay? But the mutable signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. Please, like, take that extra if you have them signs. These are mutable eclipses, okay? And when the moon is in one of these signs, you know there's going to be more flexibility in a situation, okay? So things are not as serious as you thought they were. They're not done, okay? But don't trip. Don't just, like, leave the shit because you don't know how it's going to turn out, okay? Anytime you pull this card, it suggests that there's the opportunity to keep visualizing and affirming what you want, okay? Manifestation is very, very significant for earth signs during this time, okay? Especially with that Virgo eclipse, all right? But anytime you pull this card, it suggests that there's the opportunity to keep visualizing and affirming what you want, as there's still room for change, okay? Something is not over. Okay, so think about what you want and enjoy the daydream. Okay, so manifesting. Okay, get into your manifestational bag, earth signs. Okay, especially Virgo and Taurus, but really especially Virgo. Okay, so yes, especially if it has to do with like career. Okay, a transitioning career, because I just seen that card. Okay, what advice do you have for earth signs, Mr. Sun? What advice do you have for earth signs during the Pisces Virgo eclipse season? Okay, your advice is it's time to lighten up. Okay, nothing is set in stone yet. Okay, why so serious? Okay, Batman could be significant. The Joker could be significant. Also gives me the Fool card. Okay, y'all are definitely traveling, new beginning, movement. Okay, putting yourself out there, taking a risk. Okay, don't be reckless though. Okay, storms could be significant. Storms, hurricanes. Okay, tornadoes could be significant. Okay, some of y'all may also, okay, if you're not 18, leave the screen. But for earth signs, some of y'all like group entanglements could be significant. Okay, like menage a trois and things of that nature. Okay, group intimacy could be significant for somebody here. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. There's gonna be lots of people who see this. However, your advice is time to lighten up. That might be how somebody's lighting up, because I seen some at the top of, listen, TikTok just be sending random shit at the top of the screen when you be on live. However, I definitely think that might be how some of y'all are lightening up. Some of y'all may have like a very like intensive, like intimate release. Okay, SCGGS, you will release, sacral chakra release. Okay, you maybe want to work on that, sacral chakra healing. But your advice is to lighten up, have some fun. You may be taking life way too seriously, okay, during eclipse season. So stop being so serious and know that everything is like, you still have time, okay? The name Alejandro could be significant. The name Via could be significant. Also gives me the villa, like Love Island, which that show's so toxic, Lord. But yeah, y'all, the number 38 could be significant. Okay, so your advice, earth signs, lighten up, okay? Get you in a, live your life, you know what I'm saying? Like, live your life, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Well, we move. Air signs. Okay, before we get into air signs, thank y'all so much for hitting a thumbs up, okay, or tapping the screen if you're here while I'm on live, okay. Really, really helps. If anyone's interested in getting a personal reading done at the end of live, readings are $20 for a full reading. My list is open. Let's see. So when it comes down to air signs, okay, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, emphasis on the Gemini. Okay, emphasis on the Gemini for sure. Okay, but then after that, the Libra, but emphasis on the Gemini. Okay, especially when it comes down to that Virgo eclipse. Okay, so let's see. Air signs, this eclipse season, this Pisces Virgo eclipse season for air signs, what can they expect? Okay, y'all, Dr. Pepper could be significant, soda could be significant, okay, your feet could be significant, okay, but what I can tell y'all is that air signs, y'all could be getting like rid of bad habits, okay? Bad habits could be very, very significant. Like it's in the song Bad Habits by Ombre, okay? Virgo energy, okay? New Orleans, Louisiana could be significant, okay? That also gives me like the documentaries about Hurricane Katrina, but rest in peace to all the people who passed. It's almost the, 20-year anniversary? Confidence is your key to success, New Moon and Leo. I definitely feel like for air sign placements, that could also be significant. Some of y'all could have like survived Hurricane Katrina because people are still like not recovered from that. Which makes sense. But what I can say is like natural disasters or things having to do with natural disasters from the past, okay? That could be very, very significant, all right? But it says confidence is your key to success, New Moon and Leo. Okay, like I said before I even pulled this card, like the New Moon in Virgo, okay? The second eclipse is going to be very, very significant for y'all. Okay, everybody else has like a, you know, but this is going to be very, very significant for y'all. Okay, so confidence is your key to success. So air signs, y'all could definitely be, like I said, putting yourself out there. So that's like this opposite energy from this full moon in Aquarius to this new moon in Leo. Okay, like these two things happen in the same season. Okay, we actually just had these. Okay, we actually just had these. If you're watching this when I posted, okay, we just had these in the month of August, okay, the end of July and the beginning of August. We had the new moon in Leo, and then we had the full moon in Aquarius, all right? So I definitely feel like air signs, y'all could be looking back into Leo season, okay? This eclipse season could have you thinking about things that happened during July and August, this summer, okay? The number 600 could be significant. Monopoly could be significant. The movie 300 could be significant, okay? Womanizer energy could be significant. Womanizer by Britney Spears. She is a Sagittarius with an Aquarius moon, okay? I could definitely have Aquarius placements, all right? Or Leo placements, all right? But confidence is your key to success. If you feel compelled to watch one of the other readings, you should. I strongly feel as though y'all are going to be putting yourself out there, okay? Air signs, y'all are going to be getting the confidence to put yourself out there in business, in school. It could be online. It could be in your area, in your city, in your field, okay? This could also be a major change having to do with like your hair or your look, okay? So the name Eric could be significant. Eric's the name Janaya, okay? It could be significant. The name Taylor could be significant, okay? Autism could be significant. Autism awareness could be significant as well. With this new moon in Leo, air sign placement people, y'all could be finding out that a child around you is on the spectrum, okay? Your children in general could be significant. The name Lenny could be significant. The name Kim could be significant, okay? Y'all could definitely be finding out like some information and news about the kids in your life, okay? Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo, okay? The name Austin could be significant. The name Carolyn, the name Smith, the name Moon could be significant, all right? But I definitely feel as though it also gives me you, okay? Like love from you, okay? But I strongly feel like air signs, y'all's eclipse season, you're going to put yourself forward, okay? There might also be like a child who's like speaking up to you, okay? Or like saying something that you never thought that they would say to you, like putting their foot down with you, setting a boundary, something like that, okay? This could also be like a lot of inner child healing or like you thinking about shit from the past, okay? But eclipse season is going to literally help you put yourself out there, okay? You may also have to like go on the defense. You may get your protection up, all right? But this gives like hair, beauty, okay? Like the way that you look, okay? Also putting yourself out there, achieving some type of like success in your field could be very, very significant, okay? So, yeah. Kids, children, siblings, the name Jordan could be significant. The letter V, the name Nicole, okay? Swiss beats could be significant, okay? Someone could be Swiss or from Sweden. Swiss cheese could be significant, okay? But I definitely feel like y'all need to like protect yourself, okay, air signs? But this card heralds the start of a new cycle for you, okay? So this eclipse season is a new start for you, okay? When you're going to look and feel more gorgeous. Yeah, this is you being like calling attention to yourself, okay? People are paying attention to you. You're looking extra good, okay, during eclipse eclipse season, okay? You're going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight during eclipse season, more like you have something worth showing off. Yeah, this is you having a strong sense of self and self-esteem. If you want someone's attention during eclipse season, this card says it's coming. So some of y'all wanting like new fans, okay, or like to be seen in some way, okay, and it's coming. However, this may not happen all by itself. This is y'all actually like meeting yourself halfway, okay? You have to be willing to do your bit. You have to be willing to do the work, okay? That's that Virgo part. You have to be willing to do the work during eclipse season, okay? But that means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Show the world the real you, okay? Being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. This is y'all finally being yourself, dressing the way that you want to do, doing what the fuck you want to do with your hair, getting something pierced, tattooed, whatever the case may be, okay? Yeah. Think of yourself as the king or queen of the jungle. Okay, y'all can also be put in a position of leadership, okay? It's also have to do like changes in your family in a good way, okay? The name Jaden could be significant. The name Callie could be significant. California could be significant, okay? Think of yourself as the king or queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly, okay? This is you like walking around with your head up. This is you setting boundaries. Remember who the fuck that you are, okay? This card is also a great omen if you're asking about a creative project you're working on. So yeah, this is you getting creative ideas. This has a lot to do with like new beginnings in love as well, putting yourself out there, asking somebody out on a date, okay? Doing something bold. You could be proposing to somebody, okay? The name Sonia could be significant. The name Sanaya could be significant. The name Alcazar could be significant, all right? Yeah, this is you being creative, singing, dancing, songwriting, advertising, putting yourself out there, okay? Alternatively, it can herald good news. The name Harold could be significant, okay? I'm also hearing Hark the Herald Angels Sing. So something about eclipse season could be signifying like plans around Christmas time for you, okay? But alternatively, it can herald good news this eclipse season, okay? Or a new start for your children, okay? This could be good news for you, okay? Good news for the kids in your life, okay? A brand new start with your children. Maybe they got accepted into like a school, or maybe you're helping them out with like school, college, something like that, okay? So make time to have fun, okay? Make time to have fun. During eclipse season, you're going to be having fun. Y'all may have you may have watched the Earth reading, okay? But like make time to have fun during eclipse season, okay? So let's see, okay? So have some pride, okay? So remember who the fuck you are. Straighten up, okay? Stand up straight. That's exactly what they're telling you, air signs, okay? Have some pride, okay? Be proud of the things that you've accomplished, okay? That's the biggest thing. Your sense of self is popping up, okay? Hi, Taylor. It says Leo is the sign of the big and brave-hearted lion, okay? Of pride and showmanship and flirting, okay? So yeah, during eclipse season, y'all could definitely be very flirtatious, okay? This is like public displays of affection, doing big shit, okay? Sign of the big and brave-hearted lion of pride and showmanship, okay? This could be you putting yourself out there, okay? Wearing shit you never thought you would. The energy around the new moon in Leo, and therefore around this card, whenever you pick it, is hot and generous. Y'all could also be like having a lot of intimacy, a lot of SEGGS. Be careful about pregnancy, okay? Pregnancy is in the air, okay? When it comes down to the air sign placements, okay? Literally, pregnancy is in the air, okay? So y'all could be finding out you're pregnant, okay? Hot, generous. Y'all could definitely be having a lot of intimacy, okay? The energy loves itself, okay? And so should you. Self-love, self-care is a big theme for y'all, okay? If you've been too much of a wallflower, unfortunately, perks of being a wallflower could be very, very significant. Y'all could definitely be reading old books. Honestly, y'all, inner child trauma is going to be coming up for air signs. I can definitely say that. Okay, so the new moon card and the Leo new moon, okay, comes as a reminder that you need to be proud of who you are. Okay, so yeah, this is y'all like accepting parts of yourself that you don't like, thinking about shit that's happened to you, and like, you know, reintegrating that into your life. Okay, that could definitely be very, very significant. All right, so I'm about to go ahead and pull advice. What advice, Mr. Sun, do you have for air signs during eclipse season? Natural born leader, period. Not new moon in Leo and natural born leader. Didn't I say positions of leadership? Confirmation, okay? Y'all are going to be put into positions of leadership, okay? Positions of being seen, okay? This could be a promotion, okay? This could be a better job, okay? This could be, you know, like an advertising, working out, like whatever the case may be. But I can definitely say, okay, air signs, your advice is to recognize that you're a natural born leader. Some of y'all could have a life path 11, okay? You could be born on the 11th. Some of y'all could be born in November, or the 11th of the month could be very, very significant, okay? September 11th, 9/11 could be significant. That's Virgo energy, and it is in between the eclipses, okay? Okay. So it says you were born to lead others. It is a part of your life's path. Okay. So your advice, all right, air signs during eclipse season is to put yourself out there. Okay. Apply for the leadership positions. Okay. Put yourself out there. You were born to lead others. Y'all are naturally confident. Okay. Maybe you just lost yourself for a second. It be like that. Life be lifing. Okay. But some of y'all also, I advise y'all to look into your life path. Look into your life path and work with your life path numbers and numerology. Okay. Particularly life path numbers when it comes down to eclipse season. Okay. You were born to lead other people. Y'all are going to be put in a position of leadership. Okay. Managing, CEO, whatever promotion. Okay. Data analyst can be significant, but it's a part of your life's path to lead. Okay. So your advice is to say yes to some sort of leadership position. Put yourself out there. Okay. Cleaning products can be significant as well. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. But before we get into water signs and finish up this reading, thank y'all so much for tapping the screen. Thank y'all for giving me a thumbs up if you're there on YouTube. Thank y'all for checking me out on YouTube. Primarily directs people off the platform. They be trying to restrict me so bad on here, y'all. In the case that they do end up restricting my live on YouTube for, not YouTube, on here for real. Okay. The name Josue could be significant. Also Joshua, the name Omar could be significant, okay? If anyone's interested in booking a personal reading, readings are $20 here on live. My list is open. Let's get into it. Water sign placements, okay? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, okay? Emphasis on the Pisces, okay? And emphasis on Cancer, okay? Emphasis on the Pisces and emphasis on Cancer, okay? You said the names though. Let's see. Really all of the water signs, but Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. Let's see what is going on. Emphasis on the Pisces, Lord. Okay. What can water sign placements expect during this eclipse season? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So new moon in Sagittarius, luck is on your side. This is the card that was underneath this one when I pulled for the collective. Okay, so water signs, y'all may be very, very connected with the collective message. Okay, so yeah, y'all just may be feeling everybody's emotions. Okay, you may be feeling very like emotional during this point in time. Okay, at least feeling other people's shit. All right, but I will say that water signs, y'all are feeling lucky. New moon in Sagittarius. Okay, mutable energy. Y'all may also want to go ahead and watch the earth sign reading. But I definitely feel as though with the new moon in Sagittarius, luck is on your side. Y'all could definitely be like traveling. Y'all could be moving, okay? Long distance travel, okay? Big moves, okay? Feeling lucky. Y'all could be getting into a new hobby, a new sport, okay? Archery is significant. It also gives me the Hunger Games. Y'all could definitely be reading back into old books, okay? Y'all could be educating yourself, okay? Y'all could be getting lucky in regards to like a school situation, travel situation, okay? Like just education in general, okay? I'm also seeing the Joker, okay? Again, like the Fool card, okay? Brand new beginnings. You're very connected to the collective, okay? So you definitely could be getting lucky in situations that have to do with like public image, okay? Other people, social media, okay? Athletics could be very, very significant for y'all as well, okay? That Virgo new moon is going to be very, very significant for y'all, okay, on the 21st. This is you like hitting a mark, okay? This is y'all hitting a mark. This is y'all like making like a target, okay? This is like your magic hitting, your manifestation hitting. This is something like happening exactly the way in which you wanted it to, okay? And people are going to be like, what the fuck? Like, how did they do that? How did collective do that? Y'all need to worry about it, okay? But this is like joy and happiness, okay? Whatever is coming your way during eclipse season, okay, water signs, it looks set to put a smile on your face. So you are feeling really, really happy with the results of the eclipse season, okay? The new moon in Sagittarius can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low. So yeah, y'all could have really been going through it prior, and eclipse season may feel like a brand new beginning in that way, okay? The energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks, okay? So exactly, mind your business, mind your bones, okay? The energy is... The energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks, okay? So during eclipse season, y'all could definitely be traveling, okay? Traveling, trying new shit, trying new food. Hi, Zaria. Y'all could be traveling. You could be trying new shit, trying new food. Y'all could also be learning new languages, okay? Indulging in things from different cultures respectfully, okay? Cultural appreciation and not appropriation, okay? New colognes and perfumes could be significant, okay? But yeah, y'all might be taking like risk, okay, doing some new shit, but be careful you don't bet the farm on something here, as the Wheel of Fortune is still spinning, okay? So yeah, there might be some big surprises. There's still some things that Spirit isn't letting y'all know right now about how eclipse season is going to go, okay? Don't be risky, don't be tripping, okay? Don't be tripping, okay? Same as for that fire sign reading, okay? Y'all may very well look at the fire sign reading. You could definitely have Aries, Leo, Sag placements, okay? This card is about exploring life metaphorically, okay? Y'all could definitely be thinking into like your religion, your philosophy, your values, your morals, okay? Getting deeper into like reading, literature, all right? So exploring life metaphorically, looking at the bigger picture by exchanging big ideas with others, big conversations, important conversations, okay? Panels, podcasts, or just thinking about your own philosophies, okay? Perhaps it's time to change your mind about something important. So yeah, this is your core values changing, okay? Are you thinking deeper into something that you never thought you would, okay? And people like hearing what you have to say. You can also signal that a trip away is coming up, okay? It can signal that a trip away is coming up. Y'all could definitely be traveling, okay? Unexpectedly, if that's something that you're working to achieve. But the overall message of this card is that whatever happens next, okay, whatever happens during the eclipse season will be some sort of gift, okay? Even if that simply means widening your worldview, looking at the bigger picture. Some of y'all could also be receiving gifts or giving gifts, okay? Gift giving could be very significant, okay? Feeling lucky. Soda light could be very, very significant, and lapis lazuli could be very, very significant, okay? So it says count your blessings, literally write them down or say them out loud, okay? So yeah, this is the idea of manifesting. Gratitude list, I advise gratitude list, I advise manifestation, okay? Y'all are going to be literally like, oh my gosh, this is so like, what the hell is going on? Okay, so write them down and say them out loud, okay? So this could be affirmational work as well. Your magic is working, okay? So this is a wonderful time to start a course of study or teaching. Some of y'all could be going back to school, okay? College, master's programs, okay? Technical school, okay? Beauty college, okay? Cosmetology school. But yeah, this is a wonderful time to start a course of study or teaching. Y'all could literally be teaching other people. You could be getting mentored. You could be teaching other people. You could be going to school, okay? Start a week of gratitude practice. And I just say that, okay, like via Facebook, a journal, or blog, okay? So yeah, y'all may need to be adding gratitude, okay? Feeling very gracious for the way things are happening. Gratitude is the biggest piece of advice here, okay? Sagittarius is a sign of fun, travel, exploration, and the great cosmic quest, going through a spiritual awakening, you know what I'm saying? It's give me like midlife crisis vibes. It's the sign of big ideas, okay? Its energy is expansive, upbeat, lucky, and divine. This is you feeling really like connected to spirit, okay? Look at Lolly could be significant. Lolly, the name Lolly could be significant. Also gives me Lollipop. It gives me that song, My Boy Lollipop. You make my heart go giddy up. You know, as sweet as candy. You're my sugar dandy. Oh, my boy lollipop. Okay, that also gives me, I first heard that song in the Spice Girls movie, okay? So that could be significant. Yeah, you're having good ideas, big ideas, really like interesting conversations, okay? Interesting people, meeting interesting people, being in interesting situations, okay? The new moon in Sagittarius exudes all this, as does this card whenever you draw it. Nothing is set in stone. We have that. Nothing is yet set in stone. Y'all definitely may want to go ahead and look at the Earth sign reading. Nothing is yet set in stone. Okay, with Sagittarius, and an optimistic energy during eclipse season could attract all manner of good things if you tap into the energy by expecting the best, okay? If you tap into the energy by expecting the best, okay? Auntie's living room, holding space for the spiritually harmed, okay? Post 1. I definitely, confirmation, y'all could definitely be helping like to heal somebody, okay? Or looking into healing, okay? Spiritual healing. Okay, tapping into the energy by expecting the best, being gracious, being optimistic, being chipper. Okay, so yeah, y'all definitely going to be like looking at life a lot more positively and feeling a lot better during eclipse season, okay, than you thought that you would, okay, feeling pleasantly surprised, okay. I'm about to go ahead and pull a card of advice during eclipse season for water sign placements, especially Pisces, okay, but all of y'all, Pisces and then Cancer, okay. So advice, Mr. Sun, support team, period. Okay, so y'all's advice, water signs, during eclipse season is to build a positive support team. 2 minds are better than 1, 3 minds are better than 2, and 4 minds are unstoppable. This is about friendship. This is about new groups. Okay, this could be about a team of like doctors. It could be about a business team. It could be about management, your manager, your makeup artist. You know what I'm saying? This could be some type of support system. Okay, so a support team, building a team. Okay, so this could literally be like somebody working with you on a project. This could be a group project for school. Okay, it's like this could be, you know, a grassroots organization. This could be, like I said, a group of doctors, a group of co-workers, okay, friends, whatever the case may be. It could be very, very significant, okay? Black cats could be significant for this collective as well. But 2 minds are better than 1, 3 minds are better than 2, and 4 minds are unstoppable. Didn't I say you're going to have interesting ass conversations? Cowboy Carter could be very, very significant for this collective. Beyonce is a Scorpio moon. But yeah, 2 minds are better than 1, y'all. 3 minds are better than 2, and 4 minds are unstoppable. So yeah, this is y'all putting a team together in order to make something happen for yourself. I advise you like reaching out to people, and like this could be like collaborations, okay? This could be like doing collabs. This could be like, you know, linking up with people that you never thought and like putting something together, okay? Yeah, this is you like also bouncing ideas off of other people. Very interesting conversations. Cats are super significant, okay? Y'all need to really trust your intuition, okay? Trust your intuition when it comes down to this. The name Marlon could be significant, okay? The name Deandra could be significant. It also gives me the most popular girls in school on YouTube, okay? Deandra. So also, watch how y'all are eating as well, okay? Because she was eating crazy. She was eating crazy. If y'all have ever seen the most popular girls in school, okay? Dolls could be significant, okay? Ooh, y'all could definitely be making light of some sort of situation, okay? Not in a bad way, okay? She was wild. She was doing a lot. I said, now, Deandra, I want to poop here. I said, oh. But with that being said, I'm about to go ahead and pull a message of advice about eclipse season, okay, for the collective, okay, before I hop up off of here, okay? This is my second to last call. If anybody's interested in getting a personal reading done here on live readings are $20. My list is open. Okay. I have to do this little verification thing, pieces of the puzzle. Okay. Advice, y'all, there could definitely be like a focus in on mental health when it comes down to this eclipse season, okay, collectively. So y'all may be thinking, y'all may find out that you're on the spectrum, or that you're neurodivergent, or that may be a child in your life or someone around you, okay, or if you already have somebody in your life that is on the spectrum or neurodivergent, they could be some very, very significant changes with them, could be very, very significant during this time, okay. It's also have to do with like things like Alzheimer's, dementia, okay, like things like that, degenerative diseases when it comes down to like the mind, okay. Yeah, nursing homes could be very, very significant, okay. So what advice do you have for the collective? For one, we got the show the world the real you, okay, when it comes down to the full moon in Aquarius, okay. So be yourself, hell, okay. And also pay attention when people show who they are, okay. Yeah, the name Alexandra, the name Mario could be significant, okay. The name Haya or Hannah could be significant, okay. The name Susan could be significant, or Suzanne. The name Sky, Sly. The name Messi, okay. It also gives me Messi, who's a soccer player, a football player, period. Okay, what advice do you have for the collective during eclipse season? Ooh. Okay, also this landed like this. I don't know what the card is. It landed just like this on top of the stuff for fire sign placements. So please, if you know what I'm saying, oh, okay, period. Like, this is for fire sign placements as well. Okay, this is collective advice, but especially if you're a fire sign, you may want to go back and watch that, okay, or take this extra. So what's it say? Power struggle in reverse, okay. Don't struggle, all right. Take yourself out of power struggles. Take the ego down. Okay, this is for the collective advice. The name Eric is significant. The name Edwards, Eric's, Janaya, okay, Reina, okay, Kellen, okay, Santa Muerte could be very, very significant for this collective, okay, if she's been reaching out to you, okay, or if you're a devotee of her. Ricardo could be significant. Also gives me Ricardo, the heart, okay, from Adventure Time. All right. So yeah, y'all's advice is to get out of some sort of power struggle. Okay. Do not allow yourself to be in no power struggle. It says you may be involved in a power struggle between 2 or more people. Your advice is to get out of a power struggle between 2 or more people. Okay. It could be a group. Didn't I say that? Full Moon Aquarius, I could literally be exiting a club, a group, a job, okay, a church. All right. But stay out of that foolishness. Okay. People are power hungry around you. Okay. And make sure that you're not being power hungry either. Okay, make sure that you're not being power hungry either. All right, your advice during eclipse season is your spiritual team is guiding you through this difficult situation, but you have to let them help you. Okay, so allow your spiritual team to guide you through this difficult situation. Okay, but also know that like that's also part of the power struggle. Okay, so like give it up. Okay, sometimes you got to give it up to spirit. The name Jaden, the name Kinny could be significant. The name Jerome could be significant. Okay, so your advice, you are in the midst of a spiritual awakening. Okay, y'all might be coming out of a dark night of the soul. You might be coming out of like a really like dark period, like a heavy time collectively. Okay, and you have to just be patient. Okay, let spirit help you. Okay, you're being asked to take time out for self-care. Okay, your advice is to watch what it is that you are eating, especially with that Virgo eclipse. Watch what it is that you're eating and make sure that you are taking time out for self-care before spirit forces you to take time out to care for yourself. Okay, your advice, obsession in reverse. It's time to get out of your head and back into your heart. Okay, so yeah, your advice is to not get too deep into your head. Don't be obsessed. It's got to do with like addictions. Okay, obsessive people, toxic shit. Okay, your natural ability to heal yourself and others is needed now is the main advice. Okay, when it comes down to eclipse season, your natural ability to heal yourself and others is needed right now. You are currently experiencing a lesson required for your spiritual evolution. Okay, you're going to be growing deeply and spiritually during eclipse season. Okay, so I'm about to read this and hop up off of here. Okay, girl, listen, I'm on my Red Sea and I'm craving sugar. They picked the wrong time. That's real, because now I kind of want me a little gummy candy, a little gummy strawberry I've been eating from Kroger recently. Okay, ooh, I'm not gonna get that. Okay, but I'm about to read this message of advice and I'm gonna hop up off of here. So thank y'all so much for tapping the screen. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank you for checking me out on the TUBE since they didn't restricted my live again at all. Okay, and if anyone's interested in getting a personal reading done, on live readings are $20. My list is open. You're welcome, honey. So this is your advice. It says, my well-being is a priority, not an afterthought. That's what just came down on my affirmation. My well-being is a priority, not an afterthought. Okay, that is your advice when it comes down to eclipse season, is your well-being is a priority. It's not an afterthought. Okay, that goddamn Virgo eclipse is going to ensure of it. Okay, so your natural ability to heal yourself and others is needed now, okay, during this eclipse season, all right? You are an energy healer, a person with a natural ability to heal yourself and others. It is time to learn more about this amazing gift so that you can use it for the greater good. You also have a natural ability to see yourself and others as whole, perfect, and complete. You fully understand that when you align with this concept, the mind, body, and spirit begin to heal themselves naturally. Mind, body, and spirit together is quite literally the whole Pisces-Virgo axis. The name Kelly is significant, okay? Also, Birkins could be significant. You are being guided to pay close attention to your energy during eclipse season, okay? You may feel guided to work with your energy centers, okay, or chakras, all right? So this is like spiritual healing. The name Angela could be significant. Also gives me Bones, okay? The TV show Bones. I ate a whole 32 ounce of vanilla yogurt in less than 24 hours. That's real. I'm like that with ice cream, unfortunately. Okay, so yeah, during eclipse season, y'all may feel guided to work with your energy centers or your chakras, okay? Spend some time in meditation, okay? Allowing yourself to feel into and connect with these energy centers, okay? The balance between your body and your spirit, okay? Make note of the sensations that you feel in your body. Do you feel heat, a fluttering, a lightness, or a heaviness, or a slight tingling sensation? Continue to breathe and sit with this energy on a regular basis, okay? As you do, be compassionate and present with any feelings, okay? Or emotions that come up for you, okay? So yeah, y'all may have like a problem with like negative self-talk, okay? Like just like a lot of heaviness. I highly advise y'all cleansing, okay? As you continue to work with energy healing, you may be called to a unique situation in which your natural abilities will be needed, okay? Spiritual growth, all right? You may be called to be a teacher of energy concepts such as Reiki or yoga, okay? Reiki, yoga, okay? Breath work, okay? It's also have to do with like tarot, okay? But without a doubt, or magic, okay? Without a doubt, energy or root work. Without a doubt, energy healing is meant to be a part of your life path, okay? Align with this path and use it to heal yourself and others naturally. Also, looking into your life path number, okay? So, last little piece. Thank y'all so much for being on here. Final call. If there's no one else interested, I'm going to hop up off of here, but here are the journaling questions, okay? Ooh, why do I pick that? I don't know why, but let's see. How can you help others through energy work, okay? This teacher stuff keep coming up. What we getting ready for? Honestly, a bunch of spiritual growth, spiritual lessons with that Pisces eclipse, okay? Learning new gifts and how to work them, okay? How can you help others through energy work, y'all? That's the journaling question. How can you help others through energy work at this time? What steps would you need to take to align yourself with this path, okay? In the short term and in the long term, okay? So if y'all want to help people out, how you gonna get that? What you gonna do? What you finna do? Because you can do it, okay? So we love to see it. That being said, thank y'all so much for being here. If you're ever interested in booking personal readings with me outside of live, check out the link in my bio. If you're ever interested in booking magic with me, if you're ever interested in booking magic with me, check out the link in my bio. I'll put y'all the long way. And there's hella videos up on my YOUTUBE, okay? So with that being said, bye. You're very, very welcome, y'all. I'm sorry, I gotta fix my piercing. You're very, very welcome, y'all. And also, I'm ready for it to be fall. That's a separate message. Just thought about it. Yeah. Anyway, bye. Oop, why I can't get it?